This past Friday I had the opportunity to attend the Walkley Foundation's Future Fridays event, which was hosted in a downstairs conference room at the Media and Entertainment and Arts Alliance. The event was an awesome 2 hours of talks and networking that was headlined by the Sydney Morning Herald's innovation editor Stephen Hutchin and Google's Johnny Richards, who both had some very interesting insights into what we can do to sort of innovate in the field of journalism. As far as I could tell, there was one central theme that both of the speakers touched upon, and everyone else in the room seemed to be talking about it, which was this idea that journalists are best able to innovate when the journalists are left to innovate. Stephen gave us a brilliant example of how he and 50 other people were led into an innovation jam, which was where 50 people were able to sort of play games, get to know each other, and then worked on 8 or so topics and then whittled those topics down until they had a problem that they could try and come up with an innovative solution to. And Johnny Richards comes from Google, a place where there's a widely publicized 80-20 rule, where employees are encouraged to spend 80% of their time on their job and 20% of their time on something they want to make. Something that I think is amazing and that is shared between these two approaches that were discussed at the Future Fridays event is that it doesn't involve being told to innovate, being given a problem and being told to fix it. It is about trying to find a problem that you have a problem with and then trying to fix it yourself. In other words, innovation isn't being mandated, it's being sought after and encouraged, which I think is going to be the difference between media companies succeeding and failing at creating innovative journalism. But while innovation may be being sought after and not being mandated, I think that innovation still seems to be led primarily towards generating shareholder value rather than value for readers. For example, one of the small little innovations that Stephen Hutchin brought up was a program that created memified images to go alongside stories when they were being shared on social media, and was founded on this idea and this apparent statistic that people are more likely to click through to a news story if there was an image attached to it. It became clear to me throughout the rest of the talk that a lot of this innovation was being geared towards shareholders and the publication rather than to readers and people who actually want to engage with journalism. It was designed to increase click-through rather than engagement. So while standalone videos, picture galleries, memes, and interactive stories online may be the key towards innovation in journalism, I feel like there is a long way to go towards innovation in the market that supports journalism. And while that was touched upon in the talk, we saw a reference to BuzzFeed and other places where the cheesy stuff, i.e. the clickbait and listicles, supported the more edifying journalism and the stuff that we are looking towards as the future of journalism. There wasn't really as much of a talk on how to make that supported. A lot of the places where this innovation is occurring is either being crowdfunded and is therefore falling flat as crowds fail to sort of stick around for second and later editions, or is being funded by VCs and angel investors who, at the end of the day, are just like legacy media and are looking for a return on their investment. So the question is, how can we innovate not just as journalists with our stories, but as a journalism industry in regards to how we support our journalists? I think that's a very interesting topic that we need to have a discussion about, and I would love to hear what you guys think about that in the comments of this video. But for now, I am going to leave you here. I hope you have a wonderful day/evening, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, Internet.